Okay, I'm on my way to church. I'm going to cut the soap I made yesterday, but just give you a quick preview of what we got in West Virginia last night, and it's in the single digits. It's beautiful, but it is cold. It's in the single digits, and it's not supposed to warm up too much. I think in the low teens is about as warm as it's going to get today. So anyway, I'll see you in just a minute when I get to church, and we'll start cutting our soap. Hi everybody, it's the Soap Man, and it's time to make some soap again. And I'm doing my large batch today in the large workshop heritage mold because I need some soap here at the house for this ministry because I'm running really low. So I'm doing a big batch to catch up with, and I mentioned last time I have a lot of soap shreds for Confetti, so I'm doing another Confetti soap. I'm going to be using white with a little bit of black in it, and brown from the gingerbread house that did not work the second time. Actually, that was the third batch. Anyway, long story short, I'm doing a Confetti soap. I'm going to put the white in Pink Vibrance because it's a relatively dark pink, and I think the white will show up. And then I'm going to put the brown in orange with Orange Vibrance and strengthen that up with some Cheesy Poof. And I'm going to fragrance this with Brambleberries Peach Prosecco. So that's kind of basically it. So give me a minute to get things mixed up and we'll get started. Alright, I'm ready. Got my batches mixed up and split. So let's see what we can do. So the one container is going to have the Pink Vibrance. And these are equal batches. Just hand stir everything in first. There we go. Looking good. Now let's do our orange. Here's a good example of false trace. Look how thick and white and creamy that is, but it's only been hand stirred. So it looks like it's a good thick trace, but it's not. It's because it's cold in here. Our oils are cold. And I'm putting a little more Orange Vibrance than I did the other because it's not real stable, and that's why I always add in a neon with it. So we're going to add a little bit of the Cheesy Poof with it to keep it nice and strong and stable. Give it a good hand stir. Orange Vibrance always looks good at first, but after it saponifies, it lightens up. It just never seems to fail. Now keep in mind, these batches have not been stick blended at all, and I'm using a fragrance that behaves extremely well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and measure it out. Give it a quick swirl and give it a good buzz with the stick blender to fully emulsify everything. And then we'll get our embeds in and we'll pour it. Okay, so the white and black are going into the pink. Boy, I hope all this brown fits into that. Yeah, it will. Okay. Go. I'm actually using the line with the mold this time. For some reason, I don't have the problem with the expansion, the wood expanding here at home that I do when I'm at the church soap lab. I don't know. Now I just hope that it'll all fit. That's the problem, is when I line it with paper, I have a lot more space inside and can make more soap. Get more bars out of it. I mean, it just barely fits. Actually, I'm just going to put these into another mold, so that's as good as it gets. I'll put this into another mold, and that's what I have for right now. So we're going to squirt this with some rubbing alcohol, like I always do. Let it sit for a minute, and I'll squirt it again, and I'm going to wrap it up and put it to bed. So we're finished till tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow for the cut. Bye, everybody. All right, it's the next day, and I am ready to cut our soap with the confetti. I'm not as crazy about this color combination as I was the last one I did last week, but bottom line is I had all this brown soap that I did not want to waste, and it's not going to waste. And I can tell right now that that is too tall for my multi-bar cutter, so I'm going to have to try and cut it this way, which is not always easy, and it just barely clears. So oh boy, this is not going to be fun. Just take your time. Here it goes. Being careful, being careful. Here we go. Yeah, these are really tall because I filled the mold clear to the very, very top. And I have a feeling that These are all going to look pretty much the same, so I will just go ahead and end the video here with this cut. And I'll finish cutting them off camera and line them up and get a picture, but that's what I have for this week. So like always, thanks for watching, and y'all stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and be blessed. Bye everybody.